Hello YouTube and welcome to the comic book channel. Really quick, if this is your first time here and you like the content, please make sure you subscribe. Please leave a thumbs up and leave a comment letting me know what you think about my review or the comic book in question. Today I'm going to be talking about the Immortal Hulk issue number 2, written by Al Ewing with art by John Bennett. Quick couple of disclaimers. I've already reviewed Immortal Hulk issue number 1 to pretty positive reviews, so you can take that into consideration with this review if you'd like. And another quick disclaimer, Hulk is a hard character for me to read, to understand and to enjoy. When it's done right, I love Hulk. I love Hulk's origin story. I love those first few like classic Silver Age issues. And then, from there, it's pretty hit or miss all the way up until Bruce Jones's run in the early 2000s, I think it was. After that, it was just so much of the Hulk smash stuff to me. I mean, I know we had Planet Hulk, that was a cool storyline and all that, and especially the, stuff lately, like in the Avengers and all that, but Hulk got really boring for me for a long time, and the Hulk smash thing just, I don't know, I just got bored with it. So anyways, that brings us to this, this Immortal Hulk issue number 2 here. So this issue starts out with Bruce Banner on, well, it starts out somewhere else, but either way, just to get into the book, it starts out with him on a bus. He's on a bus, he's just kind of aimlessly wandering around, I guess. Doesn't really say. But there's a lot of self-reflection, as there should be with the Hulk, with Bruce Banner. He's gotten to a point where he feels like he should get off, and he's really, kind of driven by, just his senses, and he says that a lot. Like, he's driven by, eating food and trying to, make enough money to eat some food and take a shower and stay somewhere for the night, because he doesn't know when he's going to be able to do those things again. He knows when he turns into the Hulk, he's going to lose his clothes, and it gets a little, realistic for this, about what happens with those things and how he doesn't get to keep material possessions at all, because he doesn't know where, what's going to happen after he, ends up being the Hulk and then has to go back to being Banner in that instant. So he gets off at this bus stop and kind of looks at some newspaper stands that are around, and he sees that there's a bunch of unexplained deaths in this town that he's in. So then he, walks over to a bar to have a couple of drinks. There's a bartender and a local in the bar who he talks to about these deaths and stuff, and they let him know that, it all kind of stems from this boy who was, who died, and it's grief that's killing everyone and stuff like that, and he sees something different, so he goes to visit the grave of the boy. From there, he is able to tell that there's just radiation pouring out from this grave and that something's not right. So he calls and alerts someone, that they need to do something about this, and then he leaves the scene. He climbs up like a hill or mountain, I guess it's a mountain, and goes into a cave and sees that it's just like a big mass grave of all these bodies. And then there's this being there, being this guy on the cover here, who is a doctor who followed a lot of Banner's research and tried to perfect it and go on with it. So he was injecting himself with this Hulk radiation, I guess, and he was at like the peak of physical perfection, and was able to heal from anything and stuff like that. So from there, he needed to heal his son, who was a ball player and needed to go off to college for playing football or whatever it was. And it instantly killed his son for whatever reason. And his son, of course, being the boy they talked about in the bar, and the boy in the newspaper, and the boy whose grave was emitting so much radiation. Um, After that, we have, you know, pretty much just like a one-sided battle between him and the Hulk that was really just the Hulk, you know. Um, and then it gets like crazy. It's not insanely graphic, but you know the aftermath and what it implies and stuff like that is insane because the Hulk rips the limbs off of this being, and just leaves him there, and the being, the doctor or whatever he is now, just keeps screaming out like, you know, please kill me, don't leave me like this, just kill me, and that falls on deaf ears, and the Hulk is gone. Um, and that's pretty much the issue. It's a pretty simple issue, a pretty non-convoluted story, and again, I think this has been a theme lately. But you can just kind of pop in and out of this book if you want. It's definitely an easy, like, you can just read it. There's not too much in there. There's a Easter egg or two, but other than that, you can kind of just read it and move on if that's what you want to do. It does talk about him having Hawkeye shoot him with an arrow through the head. But that's really the only thing that connects it to anything else. And Hulk's backstory and stuff like that is so well known. I don't really think you need any of it, you know, to enjoy the story. But that's what I like about a lot of these books I've been reviewing lately, is that they go down really easy. There's not too much backstory that you have to worry about. There's not too many connecting pieces. But for some of them, it's there if you want it. But it can easily be overlooked and the story can still be enjoyed. So I think they're doing a real good job with this lately. Especially, you know, this is great writing. They've got a great writer for Hulk right now, and I hope they keep him for a while. Because he's just doing a damn good job. And this take on the Hulk, with the Hulk being immortal and all that, is great. It works really, really well. So those are my thoughts on the book. You know, as far as like story and dialogue and art, I'd give it a solid like 7.5 out of 10. It's very enjoyable. It's something I'll definitely continue to read. It's on my pull list every month that it comes out now. And I've just been enjoying the hell out of it. Like it's a lot of fun. So those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Also, like to express my, you know, grief for Steve Ditko, who died tonight at 90 years old. We lost a true comic book legend, and that's super sad. So, rest in peace, Steve Ditko. You did some awesome stuff, and you will definitely be remembered by millions and millions of people. So thank you for that. But thank you guys so much for checking out my comic book review, and I'll see you tomorrow.